There are 7 deadly sins, Captain. Gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, pride, lust, and envy.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Yo,
and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Yo, I simply murder with words, hurtling in circles, gearbox jerks in reverse as I turn in a convertible hearse. A dark character serving it stern and disturbingly curse on a plate. Sit back and wait for the hurt to occur. I will certainly murk any person that's asserted to breathe mirth on my surface with a verse that's less than perfect or worse. The listener gets concerned in the first syllabic merciless spurt that's inadvertently further advanced than the nerves they prefer. A permanent perm, burning some herbs and my eyes go burgundy purple to nurture a sermon to insert in the world. Oh, did I flirt with the nerve? You need to sell your favorite rapper CD, but we both know it's not worth the return. People tell me I should learn to conserve my rhyme patterns for mic battles, but why babble, bitch? I ain't even burn my reserves. So you can either defer to be heard or concur to be churned up like the shit on my shoe, which you ain't even deservedly worth. I'm dropping my rapid, impossible patterns offered and ravening rhyme schemes most of you rappers can't possibly fathom. A vermin that lurks and often inhabits sarcophagus caverns, concocting a power hourly when I furnish the verse. The most superb and dispersed on verb spitting persons in Satan curled a serpent-like tongue round a circle of earth. This ain't the heebie-jeebie-seedy and your greedy peeps got that freeze and the need to release the currency you've earned in your purse. With no rehearsal I service the beat like they learn in the police, putting sick shit behind bars with a purpose and smirk. I smack a tacky rapper back in times of fast instead of asking why you died, bitch. You'll just be yearning for birth. I step on this dirt with a circus of perfect superlative, so heavy one impression could make the planet's curvature burst. I'm jumping in Herbie and swerve, perturbing the tertiary shopping area with the force of Hercules hurling some turf. Yo!
So here on Productide 2007, this is Berserk, repping with my man Treble 6. Get the fuck back. What we saying, people? What we saying? Yeah, Berserk. So here, a treble fucking 7, yeah.
It's Trebs and I'm bringing the dope, from the grime tick, rhyme sick, taking a whole show. Fuck a promo, me get here with the mobiles, getting photoed by the boatload. Get aggressive when I'm kicking it arse, you're bringing it fast as shit, but I laugh as I bring it apart. Chicks giggle as they wiggle the asses, but they won't laugh as I roll, kicking the bars, bitch. Drop a bomb on the cypher, you're looking good, but I'm liver. You're looking good, but you're neither. I'm a nautic and either, you better duck when I'm rhyming and lose space like I'm violent. I'm aiming the rifle to maim on the rival, to get blood stain in my eyeballs. So gully when the cops coming, stand over the slain and I'm claiming it's my fault. I explode on a verse in a moment to curve, yo, the most potent dispersal. Treble 7 is a bloke with a burnt rhyme pad that apart from the opening curse, and you know that it's murder. I free flow with your ego, then I go home with your bird. She might look a bit ropey at first, but a hole was the perfect goal for my sperm. I'm too great on the track and I'm maintaining the pace when I back with the crowd waving the hands from the girls at the front to the gays at the back lane, wasting the stage when I rap. Give me the mic, give me a light, give me every single bit of your life, cause this written is mighty. Fuck sticking a knife inside rhyme as I put my hand in and put you inside outside. It's Trebs, I'm ahead of the game and I know you remember the names. Here is ahead of the game and I know you remember the names. The breader is ahead of the pace. My syntax is a hell of a phrase, and when I spit raps this fast, you can't tell me I'm basic. Level the gauge, bloodshed when the weapon is aimed, and it's never on safety. It's Trebs, I'm ahead of the game, and I know you remember the names. Here is ahead of the game, and I know you remember the names. The breader is ahead of the pace. My syntax is a hell of a phrase, and when I spit raps this fast, you can't tell me I'm basic. Level the gauge, bloodshed when the weapon is aimed, and it's never on safety. Fox speaking a weak verse, you fire once and it's like a heat seeking reverse and a seeking to murder. Roll deep in your hearses, cause I cut beef like a surgeon. I'm a demon of words, hell seeming immersed in a beaker of germs with a thesaurus to the feeling of hurt to proceed on the earth as I speak with a burst. So clap the applause as I rap with a force on max in the war that I smack in the orbit. My spit patterns are awesome, I come to your castle collapsing the walls. I got a brain that was trapped in the mold when it actually formed. Drop fat like a ball, keep it grind like a nice tight crack on a whore, and it's practically flawless when I roll on the track. I come doper than grass that you tote to be stoned if you're nads. I'm a potent attacker with a spoken advance that'll choke any rapper. Stick stones in the back will definitely break your bones. You're going home in a casket, and when you think about that shit, you wanna go against me, you wanna think about practice. Kick shit in the name of the Lord with a mic as my armor, brain for the sword. Treble 7 is awake in the morning to cave in the door with a mace and a roar. I spit flames of a torch, incinerated the wall with a painstaking report and the mind state of a lord. So dark when I rap that Wes Craven's face is in awe. It's Trebs, I'm ahead of the game, and I know you remember the names. Here is ahead of the game, and I know you remember the names. The breader is ahead of the pace. My syntax is a hell of a phrase, and when I spit raps this fast, you can't tell me I'm basic. Level the gauge, bloodshed when the weapon is aimed. aim, then it's never on safety. It's traps, I'm ahead of the game, and I know you remember the names. Here is ahead of the game, and I know you remember the names. The breader is ahead of the pace. My syntax is a hell of a phrase, and when I spit raps it's fast. You can't tell me I'm basic, level the gauge. Bloodshed when the weapon is aimed, then it's never on safety. SonnyJim, I drop a crazy flow. Half of these rappers need to act like Royal Mint and keep making notes. Certification dope. Supposed rappers hang around the net more than Brazilians when they play at home. I spit on the track with such a force. Of course it causes the earth to reverse spin on its axis. I'm repping the West Mids bar, swigging the glass with a blacksmith at Dudley Castle, drinking my Bankses. I'm straight with the comebacks. These stupid breads are like pubic hair on females that blatantly on crack. I'm on some other shit, beating brothers quick, cause I punch more lines than a nutter on a football pitch. You want a battle, please? My rapping steez has a tendency to backslap a dweeb between his mother's hips. The speaking city raps, drunken shit. Facing me is like a hemophiliac versus 700 fists. I rap it meaner, always good when I drop freeze, cause I'm a handful off the top like alopecia. I come with fluid seed. You'll be soon to see that I push more buttons than epileptics on a fruit machine. When I flip it, I flow iller, and I'm ready to drop an album like a badly stocked Subway. There's no fillers. Half of these dope spitters get charred to the bone gristle, cause when they go and spit it, they stink worse than a bloke's piss. I'm sick when I burst freeze. My verbs bring is to serve weak MCs and touch more kids than the clergy. Let's drop a firm blow. I'm so heavy I punctured the earth and got 1 foot in Dante's Inferno. Sick of these fucking fags claiming their stuff is fat when they rap like oversleeping DJs. They ain't up to scratch. Dropping freeze in your hoodie about eating some pussy, but it's funny cause the only hole you pulled is your mother's snatch.
I make a toast and drink, smoke a cone, grab my coat and chip. Local kid going on a global trip, sick of vocalist. Down to the bone, Jim's a chauvinist. I'm the type to talk shit and argue about whose fault it is. Your stage show is hard to watch, wax is in the bargain box. My flow is lava hot, you're still on the starting blocks. I'm from Brum homes with cats acting gung-ho, you done know. Sticky bud smoke, catching off joke. I'm in the big smoke a lot, driving back, dozing off. Clock a case of rolling rock vex cause the roads are blocked. Dropping ash on my goaler top, take a pit stop, brush my shoulders off, pretend to be a focus cop. Pull over, stop! Hold a loaded Glock, pull out the chrome and pop. This is for anyone that wrote me off. Fuck a rap, go work a rover job. Blood, I seen your boy smoke a rock crack or what that poker spot. Make a move, blood, like Spider doing the river dance. Behind the mic, I'm like Popeye with a spinach can. Jump off, yeah, they asked me to do scribble jam. I scanned their business plan and I told them, nah, forget it, man. You've been a fan, in it, man. Jim is really on it. The boy spit sickness like I'm gargling my vomit. I'm streets ahead, eat a piece of flesh like an Easter egg. Press implant, say they got a problem with the PDF. Reef ahead, spazzing out, man, while I'm asleep in bed. All I wanna do is murk it, blood, and be the best. I deal with stress the best way I know how. Time to turn your home ground into a fucking ghost town. Shouts out the 777. I'm gone in 60 seconds. The Midlands intersection, one of the illest brethren. Spaghetti western rap, we spreading like a skin infection. Keep talking shit till you get popped with a Smith & Wesson.
Yo, fuck being highbrow, bitch, you die now. Your head and your limbs left in a ditch as the ravens pick your eyes out. I came with a bunch of pagans dressed in nightgowns with conjurations that summon Satan and punch your lights out. You cancerous fakers, Christ blood and white shrouds, live televised life from the White House. I made a pact with Azazel, like Faust. He sold me his soul in exchange for this tight sound. Now all I need is a pit and a pendulum to make you holler like you chillin' with Mexicans. I kill any flex I'm on, murder the lexicon. Samedi burn a megaton, turn into Megatron. The flaws in your plan, my B-boys be stepping on. You find your arm like a leg of arm and head are gone. You Armageddon on, cause this is Armageddon. I can't rap a rapper, they love but put the kettle on. Chupacabra, Samedi's back, animal fang slashing you into tatters and rags. As unexpected as a panic attack. Call me Tiana man, the kind of man that could challenge a tank. I straddle the land like rainbows, my brain flows hot off the top, same way as volcanoes. An angel in plain clothes, I take off my halo, aim, throw, decapitate you, then make my way home.
Biz, we got these games stolen. I spray vulgar displays in a crate, foam at the mouth, type of cranial motion. You come to the fray, but it's hopeless. I smash mics to damage every one of your past lives in the same moment. I only rhyme for props. I lay your noggin on the top of writer's block with a blade raising to slice it off. One single saliva drop is a vile concoction that's likely to flop through a flood just with the slightest cough. You go to challenge Sevs, my lyrics murder you kids quicker than serving a stint at Hope to Lager-Ren. You get roped to a slab and left, slash from a jagged edge that I left dangling there so you can glance to death. I'm so sick that it's silly, my tongue sits in a silicon vault labeled javelin tip of Achilles. I sit back and wait for the syllable pattern to hit me, then hell is raised like the basics of gravity switching. Treble praying mantis swinging twin incisor blades at bastards attacking the face with blatant anger. Most of your basic rappers are so weak when I release your bloodstream on the street, even the stains are laughing. I sit in a pagan pentagram with an eighth of hash and a mind state to match Anubis in the days of Ankh. You wanna get it on, then name the planet, the plane, the status, and I'll fuck up your freedom quicker than Lady Thatcher.
What we need right now is a clear message to the people of this country. This message must be read in every newspaper, heard on every radio, seen on every television. This message must resound throughout the entire interlink. I want this country to realize that we stand on the edge of oblivion. I want every man, woman, and child to understand how close we are to chaos. I want everyone to remember why they need us.
I've had enough of the man, he offers stuff in the hand and takes tenfold in a monetary scam till I'm handing out pamphlets on how to get fucked in the ass. Well, he does nothing but laugh at my struggle for cash. My daily hustle is the most basic suffering, chafing knuckles and taking uppers to negate the humdrum. But my faith is scuppered, I'm paying numbers for the privilege of living in the world's greatest country, where every day is the same and the name of the game, cyclic repetition of a crazily dangerous scale, paving the way for the next generation to fail in exactly the same little way as they pay for the graves. As I go to my job, blind and mindless like a drone in the fog, with a mobile phone in my pocket, I hope I get robbed. Anything to stop the toming of clocks, notes in a song as I veg in my coma and watch. Call the news, stop the presses, still got addresses. Robots to top the guest list as cost effective, as we rot in cesspits, trudging the wheel, fucking to feel something that's real inside a lover's crevice. I need to be aiming high, but it's making me cry when the veins in my iris are actually made of wire, and they're uploading the most latest of viruses into the mainframe of my mind, wasting my life. Android in the flesh, WD-40 on my joints to moisten the point where the coitus connects. So gird your loins for the smell of the inevitable ointment of death as you wrap your appointment in hell. I make dosh for a boss, concocting a song to show the human left in the clutch of the gods, juggling lots of luck in a pot to see which fucker will cop the next bus for watching the sun slip. Cause we breathe for the man, eat for the man, sleep for the man, and watch blood trickle and bleed for the man. I'm on the same team as the man, I eat from his hand. It seemingly seems my fetus was damned.
We are byproducts of a lifestyle obsession. Murder, crime, poverty, these things don't concern me. What concerns me are celebrity magazines, television with 500 channels, some guy's name on my underwear.
frolicking sheep lost in a field, locked in a freezer by the heathen holder of Solomon's key. I need something to stop the deceit, cause God is an evil, free-speaking beast of a comedy genius. My sole purpose is to reproduce, read the news, feast on booze, weed and choose a care home to see me through. It's got me breathing tubes of Jesus juice in a sequence moving so quick I've already seen my doom. I work hard for a pit and scar, but a fist thrown by the man's arms in a blitz, and it's hard to admit. We leave our factories and hot step to Mackie D's for a packet of grease and a trodden on carton of shit. I love the world like a pagan at dawn, training my thoughts to be capably awesome and straighten the norm. But my patience is drawn and my brain's feeling nauseous at the end, cause the man just wasted it all. Yeah, we breathe for the man, eat for the man, sleep for the man, and watch blood trickle and bleed for the man. I'm on the same team as the man, I eat from his hand. It seemingly seems my fetus was damned. I got beef with the man, live as a sheep for the man, cheat, steal, teeth, some freebies, weep for the man. I'm on the same team as the man, I eat from his hand. It seemingly seems my fetus was damned.
Well, what if there is no tomorrow? There wasn't one today.
Yo, what the fuck up?
Who is to perform following the function of what, and what I am is a man in a mask.
I can see that.
Of course you can. I'm not questioning your powers of observation. I'm merely remarking upon the paradox of asking a masked man who he is.
The next verse is on the tip of my tongue, like the blisters and ulcers I got from burning the spliffs and the bongs. This is the one for all the bitches and knobs that have written me off and think I go too far with these syllable songs. You need to listen and watch, I'm stripping the competition down to like 5 other spitters that spitted this hot. You want a list, then it's on. Baron Salah, Stig and Lee Scott, Crucifix, the list to the stop. Oh, sorry, I'm a pissing you off, cause you didn't make the cut. Well, face it, cunt, half of your Britons are fucked. I hope you're listening up. You can take the piss if you want, cause frankly, mate, I couldn't give a bit of a fuck. I quite deliberately drop ridiculous stuff as a middle finger that's up at this gaggle of wiggers and thugs that say I'm too rhythmically structured 1 minute, then next swap positions and shift to sit on my nuts. But I'm raising the stakes and phrasing ovation and aiming to stay at the gaming table for the greatest duration. I'm not about saving my face, so you can take it and break it in places till I'm too hated to stage a debate. But I'm sustaining my faith, cause one day could be playing this tape to your mates and all eight will state I'm the greatest arranger to date. But until that day you can save your appraisal and pray to refrain from raiding my space. People say that I'm staking my claim on the game in the fakest of ways, then 2 years later they're saying it the same. For fuck's sake, this is crazy, can't you recognize the better guy at the present time and quit making me say this? You know I'm saved on your playlist and you're blazing a haze spliff every day that you're able as you take in my flavour. Lying to yourself is no way to behave, and you're straight to your grave, kids, if you ever play me again. And fuck passing the props, I forgot to mention the sickest rhymers in Britain are Redmaster and Complex. I'm so actually hot, this tape will become the first spontaneously combusting LP after it drops. You think your standard is such that you can stand to the stanzas are outstandingly rapping a pattern that's godly. From 777 ladders above, will you grasp at the last of the rungs all splattered in blood? So all you Beit MCs play this CD to HHC and watch it get branded as rap of the month. And if I sound arrogant, fuck it, this is a flame retardant phrase ensemble, cause you can't match to this stuff. Yeah, you can laugh if you want, but the fans lapping it up as 7 and bands are constructing something frankly disgusting. Face it, my shit's impressive as spinner records and 777 deliver bedlam on this fat little number.
Here they are.
What?
Half of the food chain as dinner is served.
that I'm crazy. When I listen to hip-hop, I don't listen for bass hits, cause I'm listening for phrases. You must be spitting it dangerous to get an inch on my playlist. So fucking excuse me if my lyrics betray this. I happen to like syllable spitters whose written deliver such delicious inscriptions that take pictures and frame it. You know when the shit flip for the lip is so intrinsically gifted, it's sick with ridiculous diction to fake it. I'm simply flowing emotions, rowing a boat from my home with the hope that I float enough to promote some exposure. But I know that it's hopeless, that's why my prose is supposed to explode to the dope shit that I've had written for ages. So you syllable haters, listen and make this your benchmark and pistol to play with, just to piss off the neighbours. Drop the suffixes and face it, you friggin' disgrace of the art of MC until it's literally wasted. A bunch of mincers and ravers thinking the game is a simple mix of ink on a page with a spliff and some quavers. You dipshit, you're basic, you miss it, alliteration is simply disgraceful. You won't begin to be famous, you ain't the living depiction of greatness. Your shit stinks of a vacant-headed dick that thinks that he's A-list. I ain't singing your praises, I'm stinking your face with a blow-dart symphony game and a stick in your brain, bitch. You don't like syllable spitters, then fuck off. You wanna sound like Dan Samson, then who the fuck am I to argue? Yo, Trouble 7, wizard on the beats. You know I'll stop a pussy like a chastity cat to the snatch of a badge that contracts every time she's out at a glance. This is actual fact, I prefer syllables to having a wax. So fathom me that as a rap like a raptor. It's a frantic attack for the world's angriest man. Fuck treading on toes, I'm actually standing on hands. And stab with the snap of every bone to the crack of the fashion. The poke for the gases and laugh madly mannequin cackling. I'm on the naughty desk, sat at the back as the headmaster asked for a poem, but I wrote in the nastiest gangster. That was more on point than the earth when its dirt was skewer, but the curling descent of a javelin lance. I won't rap like a twat to match my syntax to the standards half of these cats kick on the gash of a track. You sound like a playground rapper attracted a demographic of fans that listen to shit and simply wish they had a big enough dick to take skinny man up the ass. While I'm dropping absolute class and hitting harder than travelling trams. You fassies are camp cantankerous bastards that wouldn't know obesity in somebody that's actually fat. So here's your CD, I'm passing it back. Please accept it or it's a map or a glass of words bagged in the trash. Your fucking talent is laughable. You rap like a pretty predictable prick. Please notice I haven't unwrapped it. Yeah, Treble 7 Wizard Beats. What? Yeah. The irony of sleeping is it keeps you awake. The nicest thing with dreaming is you're feeling your faith. Cause if life is just a sequence that is breathed in a day, then please Lord keep me awake, keep me awake. The likelihood in being is you're feeling estranged. I smile in my cerebral when I'm speaking your name. Cause if I can think on evil when I'm leaving this place, then please Lord keep me awake, keep me awake. Yo, this is my pledge to the light. I hereby step to the side of my physical self as it exits me nightly. I set my weapons aside, for I have no aggressive desires to vent from inside and etch on my iris. My I am presence is righteous and ready to find the strength in its life to stretch and propel to the sky. My breath will melt the confinement of my cellular strive to my true self's enlightened in the realm of the highest. I can see it in every rock, I can feel it in every rock I perceive like the ever opulent breeze. Through the copses of trees when I walk by them, they talk lightly when I stop for debriefing. I see you in the froth on the sea. Each separate wave is a definite statement of nonchalant freedom. Yeah, I know I've had my problems with Jesus, but that hasn't stopped me from seeing the strength that you're offering me. The irony of sleeping is it keeps you awake. The nicest thing with dreaming is you're feeling your faith. Cause if life is just a sequence that is breathed in a day, then please Lord keep me awake, keep me awake. The likelihood in being is you're feeling estranged. I smile in my cerebral when I'm speaking your name. Cause if I can think on evil when I'm leaving this place, then please Lord keep me awake, keep me awake.
Did you ever notice how in the Bible, whenever God needed to punish someone or make an example, or whenever God needed a killing, he sent an angel? Did you ever wonder what a creature like that must be like? Holy existence spent praising your God, but always with one wing dipped in blood.
Humans live under the darkest control, but no matter how hard it can go, I look at the spark in my soul and start a full-blown karmic assault in the pool of purity, carving a hole and thus parking my boat. The next leg of the journey's hard to resolve, but my aura's armor is gold and I reckon I'm starting to solve it. So I'm laid bare to the stars on the solstice, incarnate and soul to the next quasar when it folds. I sit under the sun and feel like something has come between me and the correct sun to sit under. Or is it that I've just stumbled upon remembering memories from somebody's stuff that's stuffed in my conscience? Either way, I feel like something has gone. My mental gates are thumping asunder to buckle the locks. My energy is supple and strong. My freedom bubbles in blood for a limited time as the love I've become. The irony of sleeping is it keeps you awake. The nicest thing with dreaming is you're feeling your faith. Cause if life is just a sequence that is breathed in a day, then please Lord keep me awake, keep me awake. The likelihood in being is you're feeling estranged. I smile in my cerebral when I'm speaking your name. Cause if I can think on evil when I'm leaving this place, then please Lord keep me awake, keep me awake. Forgive me if I stay asleep, but after this day I'm reaching in a faithful dream state favorably. I remember my days in Thebes like they were last year, and I'm past fear, speeding to Pleiades.
Some people lose their faith because heaven shows them too little. But how many people lose their faith because heaven shows them too much?
Billions of people just living out their lives, oblivious. Can't go back, can I?
No. But if you could, would you really want to?
The irony of sleeping is it keeps you awake. The nicest thing with dreaming is you're feeling your faith. Cause life is just a sequence that is breathed in a day. So please Lord keep me awake, keep me awake. The likelihood in being is you're feeling estranged. I smile in my cerebral when I'm speaking your name. Cause if I can think on evil when I'm leaving this place, then please Lord keep me awake, keep me awake. Keep me awake, keep me awake, keep me awake. I hate my country like I hate my money. I love my money like I love my country, so the love is nothing. But the hate is something cause it's made to come in off the back of something you love. That's the only way it functions. Yeah, treble 7, treble 6, yeah, check it, what? I'm like the change of the guards, pagan Astartes equating the stars. Tea and scones in the stable at dark. Castles and moats playing their part in this beautiful landscape of our fathers. To the soundscape of a harp, I'm croquet on the lawn. Women breaking their corsets with the way I perform and start chasing the balls. I'm ravens at dawn, round an Iron Maiden at corpse. The dangles on Dartmoor awaiting exhaustion. Shakespeare in the flesh, spearing Macbeth to the shield of Othello as Marlowe looks on with eager intent. I'm stone circles where the reader begins, feeling content that I'm secretly etched on land where the heathens have fled. I'm St. George enraged, I'm beefeaters guarding the Queen's golden vaults under the torture chamber. I'm ley lines like the forces of nature. Britain walk with your face up, my sons and daughters of angels. Let's drop it proper sick. I'm more English than jolly hockey sticks with an after party vodka twist. Popping 6 ecstasy pills inside your clutch and limp slowly to the front of the queue, dodging the mosh and sprint. I'm fox hunting in a kappa top, blasting off random shots at the fox, running from the pack of dogs. I'm wanking off in a transit van over Samantha Fox with a bag of scratchings and a can of pop. I'm that failed marriage, I'm that train carriage, the raining fast to stop for Rizzlers a shell garage. I'm that pint of real ale in the Bell Tavern. I'm self-damaged to a goth with a tent mallet. I'm hangovers at dawn, throwing my 4th Big Mac of the day up before work all over the porch. I'm happy slapping cause I know it records. I'm that joker in Broadmarsh prison stroking his balls. I hate my country like I hate my money. I love my money like I love my country, so the love is nothing. But the hate is something cause it's made to come in off the back of something you love. That's the only way it functions. I'm a pseudo-democratic society voting for the next bloke that can openly misle me. I'm that left-wing conservative dictatorship. Put a cross in the box and joke at the irony. My free reign will step on your face as I conceal Europe's highest teenage pregnancy rate. I'll tax your ass in the stealthiest way so you can't help but repay a fake figure and sell me Uranus. I'm that nuclear bomb, but you you can't have one, cause mine was developed first, so give me a hand job. No rest till Iran's gone damn wrong. We eat at each other's houses so we can plan on. I colonize like a vulture diving on something dying and pluck its eyes out as I fuck the iris. I'm the ID card up in your life with a barcode and a microchip lover to fight with. But it went too far as I fund the US devil through Masons located in Temple Bar. Now I'm inventing farcical terrorist arson upon my people and pretend it's Osama. I'm the Home Office with a blank check explaining to Dr. Kelly's kids why their dad's dead. I'm that bad egg of the bunch channeling love through the neck of a Scud missile to your past tense. I'm that pitter patter of words that makes you think Princess Di wasn't actually murdered. I'm that travelling circus of rabid berserkers that shoot your kids and give you chapels and churches. I give you warfare, passion and courage for every quarter penny of your national insurance. I'm that shape-shifting wanker that murders anyone that he fucking likes, cause you bastards deserve it. I hate my country like I hate my money. I love my money like I love my country, so the love is nothing. But the hate is something cause it's made to come in off the back of something you love. That's the only way it functions. I hate my country like I hate my money. I love my money like I love my country, so the love is nothing. But the hate is something cause it's made to come in off the back of something you love. And that's the only way it functions. Yeah, treble 7, treble 6, treble fucking everything. What do you think about Britain? Yeah, check it. 07, peace.
I'm back again, I'll pop this Trebs on production. If you ain't on the yet, gosh, you must have been living under a rock or something. This triple dropping's got you buzzing so much that it's got your mother all of a sudden wanting you to lay off the sugar. This fucker came with the illness to leave you left naked and shivering with zilch, but the paper you written and the new inspirational figure in your system making you quiver. And if your mates are saying you're iller than this, then they're taking the mickey. You safe with me, then you know that I'm sound grounded in the dopest underground rapper bar, a few that I'm down with. But I don't sell CDs, I don't try to, I just knife you, then rub you blind, leaving a copy beside you. Nobody does it like I do, I'm nightly recording, cause I be scrolling whenever I get the time to write a story. Don't worry if you find me boring, let me know, I'll just tie you up in the booth with XLRs and never let you go. I swear to God, don't test me bro, see you need to be told that this ain't a very good way for you to get to know me. What a battle, then phone me, I'll let you go first, wish you luck, then I'll pass on the phone to Sophie.
Is he allowed to do that? It's an unlicensed boxing match. This is not a tickling competition. These lads are out to hurt each other.
I'm not a professional rapper myself, cause I don't happen to dwell on whether or not my shit actually sells. Fuck a release, I'm happy just shedding the pads of my cell, buckles retracting backwards to snapping the belts. Every rapper that fails to deliver this standard is paling into insignificance after the cells. I'm just taking this great British arena and carving a patch for myself in a country I fathom as hell. I got no entourage sucking my dick, bumping my shit or muscling into my flock of mademoiselles, cause I got one girl and trust me she's happy as heaven, and I really couldn't give a crap if that's gangster myself. I'm fucking nang to the cell, and that's a fact you can tell to every man in your realm. Sit them down with an L and practice these syllable patterns yourself. Perhaps you'd excel finally, or perhaps just babble in braille. My patterns on some awesome tip, they tell me I'm shit, then go drop a verse faster than cannabis's chorus is immaculate from thought to spit. I lyrically kick the crap out of any gangster on the ordinance and orbit him.
So nigga, you going down in the pool. Is that clear?
Let's make sure he doesn't kill me.
Oi!
Nah, yo. Hey, yo. My method of madness is making you faggots contemplate death to a point. It turns that brain inside your head into cabbage. You ain't the bestest of rappers. Step to my eyes, you turn red and embarrassed, wishing you just steadily vanish. I wish you would too. The fact I hate this mess of a planet is because you exist. True, I'm sick. My place deep in hell is established. My devilish language is so raw it blows your head off. Now my CDs are classed as a terrorist package. I hate rapping. This shit is just a negligible habit. It just so happens that I'm better than the rest of you at it. It's a fact my intellect is just massive. It's like it's some harder version if you in a different dimension is damaged. Yo, so beware when Kobi's rapping with 7. We so above you, all we did was trip and fell into heaven. My mind's like the last level of Tekken. Fucking hardcore, the Dark Lord, rawer than whatever you reckon. Yo, my weapons are letters embedded with terror, better than any set. Don't step in, just forget it, my fella. You want a rap career? We're here to end your endeavor. You'll never make it, quit rap. You made a terrible error. Shut the fuck up.
The security of this nation depends on complete and total compliance. Tonight, any protester, any instigator or agitator will be made example of.
This is Treble 7, representing the UK. Should I say Lemuria? Yo, Labal-S representing Atlantis. Yeah, rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. I study quantum physics nightly, so those that tell me shape-shifting isn't likely, I'd like to correct them, that isn't likely. I spit this as an imprisoned hybrid of half-human physical confinement and watch pure prana drip from my iris. A hidden agenda's ridiculous imagery when it hits my screen is shown to me as nothing more than infant calligraphy, partially due to its implicit simplicity, so that not even half of me's fooled when the skin colour is tinged in green. So don't even try to face this. I light the way for the tired and faithless to rise again, ignited in violet flame. If you're reptilian, hide away, cause we human minds will climb high while you fuck up the karmic debt for your entire race. The book of life says thanks for the bribes you gave, thanks for the lives you've taken, and mostly thanks for the frightening stasis. You mustn't like your creator, cause when the next life realigns in space, you'll be likened to Lichen, dried and baked. We travel 5 dimensions, ignite the cybernet with light protection. 7's lie detectors saying life's deceptive. You've been confined, accept it. Access denied, rejected. Labal-S, we stay the test to save your neck, recite the sentence.
We travel 5 dimensions, like the cybernet with light protection. 7's lie detectors saying life deceptive. You've been confined, accepted. Access denied, rejected. Labal-S, we stay the test to save your neck, recite the sentence. Those who from heaven to earth came, Anunnaki, Treble 7, Labal-S, invade your third plane. The mothership is hovering, discovering the other kin, uncovering what's under skin. The RNA is part of men. Genesis, the serpents in the Gotha, God's plural, sacrificial ritual for wisdom is to offer. Strap on my lab coat, dive down the black hole, decapitate, count Hans Kolbenbach, the black post. Think the tail is thin reptilians with scaly skin, transmogrification, shape-shifting daily men. They blink 1,000 times right before they murder you. Lose your sense of scruples when your pupils moving vertical. This snake is versatile, caduceus on your surgical. We slaves inside the dragon's lair, your face turn purple blue. Struggling for oxygen, Illuminati box you in a lower 4th dimension. Time Warner's got you locked and pinned.
We travel 5 dimensions, ignite the cybernet with light protection. 7's lie detectors saying life's deceptive. You've been confined, accept it. Access denied, rejected. Labal-S, we stay the test to save your neck, recite the sentence.
We travel 5 dimensions, ignite the cybernet with light protection. 7's lie detectors saying life deceptive. You've been confined, accepted. Access denied, rejected. Labal-S, we stay the test to save your neck, recite the sentence. Radioactive waves inside your brain, you feel a frequency. Cranial reactions saying you feeling strange, exposed to secrecy. Vibrate the chakras so they properly spinning equally. Gyrate the top of your consciousness, adopt a new scenery.
48 strand indigo helix B-boy, dropping in frequencies often perceived to be direct orders from the passing Elohim. It's funny how I'm up in the ground cerebrally. I've got ETs catching feelings telepathically without actually having to speak to me. Motherfuck, you cover up Jesus freaks, seeking to preach to me my etheric body's equal to 3 of your Jesuses easily. I bitch slap you fucks back to the ether frequently, seemingly seamlessly on ritual night in the guise of a 3D piece of meat.
They rig a defeat, These sheeple asleep, feeble and weak. Eat from the feet of the secret elite. Evil and creeping the media peak. They about as immaculate as Mary Magdalene getting the magic stick put in the back and it with two Catholic priests. The peace I'm mastering.
We travel 5 dimensions, ignite the cybernet with light protection. 7's lie detector saying life's deceptive. You've been confined, accept it. Access denied, reject it. Labal-S, we stay the test to save your neck, recite the sentence.
We travel 5 dimensions, ignite the cybernet with light protection. 7's lie detector saying life's deceptive. You've been confined, accept it. Access denied, reject it. Labal-S, we stay the test to save your neck, recite the sentence.
So here, rock the beat with your hands.
Treble sevens are here.
Respek-BA. Cold-hearted.
Yeah, that's just about it.
So here.
It's that darn bastard that's part rapper and half mechanical bar snapper. Patterns of dark grammar shatter the track faster than formula cars crashing with awesomely carved raps. The performance is gargantuous. You wanna step to my girth, you better bring a section of earth to fucking stand on just to measure me first. 7 disperses effortless slurs to see who's trembling worse when I pull up on the set in a hearse. I'm dropping a kick in the face off at the top of the singing pace. You gotta be kidding me, mate, you're fucking appalling like the minimum wage. And when I said I'm ahead of your minimal phrase, I meant it. You're dead bitch and word to the wooden box you went in. I'm finding often that I'm vibing off the thought of writing rhymes so horribly heavy they snap backs like violent doctors. I climb to the top of Big Ben screaming you lose and force Medusa to whip me with your spinal column.
Cold-hearted.
Yeah, that's just about it.
Treble sevens are here.
Respek-BA.
It's that bastard fucker that's had enough of these bragging fuckwits with no stats to back it up. And if that seems hypocritical, bash my nuts. I'm still standing buff at my tabernacle, bruv. I don't bust for the honeys when spitting rap. Only in this game to give Vinny Paz a run for his money. I come with an abundance of stunning speaking of flex that's not even the best is stumbling from me. And I ain't the type to joke with my rhyme persona is bifocal, kitted out with a sniper focus and a sight that glows in blood red when the ultraviolet weaponry fires as it hones in. This ain't a comedy sketch, it's dominant men brain bombing the set with nothing but horrid intent. I'm so cold when I'm laid in my coffin to rest. I stole the sun cause this brother is hot to the death.
Cold-hearted.
Yeah, that's just about it.
Treble sevens are here.
Respek-BA. I slash throats with a sharp core, I'm the last hope. But I can't cope with concentrate rap like a bad joke. Demon appealing in black smoke, getting you into the ground with a pound just to leave you flat broke. Swinging guillotines, I'm in it for the infamy to instantly be killing the bitches, bringing the shit to me. Half man and half mystery, and there's a diss and disagree. So even if you disagree, you're dissing me. And my spit is a super drug, piece of my sleeve nose together till I rewrote the book of blood. So who wants a battle? Fuck a street, I'll make fake MCs face me inside Roslyn Chapel. Scribble than they code on the A4. Flow so cold I'll leave you froze when the rain pours. Real brave heart, holding a claymore. The genetic crossbreed of Krokop and Fedor. Sambo beer wrestler with a white knuckle grip, feeling pressure in the air temperature. Never panic in a crisis. Nicky Tesla, the man with anti-gravity devices. Manic, sorcerer, conjurer, try and rise up to my level, then I sweep the floor from under you. Cause I'm coming with the heaviest punchlines to put a full stop to the end of your bloodline. Whoa.
this is it. I'm out rhyming this fuckwit. He only supplied this shit beat to get one up on Sebs in the eyes of the judges. This was your idea, so sub is under me for everyone to see, even when he's providing the subject. This is fucking murder. I cop spit hop, it's shit hot thanks to the guests, but who are subs and Burnsy? Just a couple virgins acting all tough and merciless, when the nearest to get to gangster is Puffin Herb. What's up, sub? Is something wrong? Must be the bucket bongs, you lazy fat stoner, get a fucking job. Cause let's be fair, there's been nothing hot out of the tune since that mountainous dude stick of the dumper's gone. You think you're the shit, man, but inside you cry cause you missed the man since he got kissy with syntax. You couldn't drop a sick trap, bitch, unless your syntax switched, and you became me in a quick flash. Trust me, I know I'm sick. The only thing that's offensive about your text is the lack of skill that's involved in it. So try to hone this shit. I only let you on my album out of sympathy just to own this bitch. Got skill in abundance, kid, treble 7 ain't some number thing. It's the points by which I just run this ish. We know the SUB stands for so under Burnsy's ejaculating cock when he sends you beats.
Who the fuck is treble anyway? I'll rip him up and chuck his severed remains into 7 graves. Bury fakes like this bitch every day. We'll both know the best crack that you've ever graced is heavyweights. Watch us defeat this twat, make him feel my wrath to call him Woody, cause that's what he gets when he hears my tracks. Bitch, your beats are whack. People say you sound like conflicts. Ha, must have been before he could rap. I don't really rate you. In fact, if I made such fake tunes, I'd probably give my shit away too. This in my crew, well that's a friggin' lie, dude, cause you spend more time promoting us than I do. So stop messing with them and tell them again, Ben. Text defend equals 10 out of 10. Battle us, you're out of bastard luck. You could bring more 7s in a rabbit's foot, you're still never matching. So perhaps you should spend more time spitting bars instead of kissing arse mebs, then your text would be as sick as ours. But that's gonna take a long time. The only reason most of his shit's dark is cause he can't shine. You're nothing 7s, you'll get squashed in seconds. I'll take your name and minus it by 111. If you run ahead and with the dawn it's Armageddon. You're hardly testing, this is just a target session.
Rock the mic, you know the deal, I come with nothing but the real. Rock the mic, you know the deal, I come with nothing but the real.
It's ahead of the rest, a tag team like we're wrestling heads. So before you pause this, so you're pressing eject. Know me and damn flow like we're Method and Red. And better yet, I got the skin in my pen and killer intent to win with a century. Spit to the century, spinning on decks. Rap Santa tonight's in, watching Mitchell and Webb. Spoken to Dan and he's overexcited. I'm phoning my man with the flow that I'm liking. He knows that it's nice and he's quoting me.
Blimey, this shit's sick, I'm in the zone and I'm writing.
Oi, it ain't over, it's my stint. Roll your recital, I kill him in a minute like I'm holding a rifle. Giving him a cinematic moment to die from. Flow it and shine on. Not really down with his rhyming heads yet. They're often astounded and bite my text. Is Nick Frosted, a clown and Simon Pegg.
Give a bit of love for the rhymes and
get set to spit them in your own time when you recognise it. We get fresh, put them in your own mind as you get dressed. We don't care how you do this, we're there with the music, delivering the best yet. 7 and down, I feel at home in the zeitgeist. Repping the land with a quote or a nice rhyme. So we get 70 grand for every bite-sized letter that we pack. Tell it to your mans and tell them it's a fact. We don't get G'd up, we got less head to the hood than the bull rings. So we rep for the fun, still kick it with the best of the bunch. Never nestling under
one breath and it's over.
Go fetch me opponents, I'm lining them up till they stretch to the solar.
Rhymes are constructed to dead the persona.
Sent when my stone was opening, I kick ass in the name of the Father. Then you're the Holy Ghost waving the carved up carcass. Afraid of the dark, fuck blaming the psalm. Or is that roll takes you apart? 7 to the 3 down P-U-double-L. This is something else, fucking hell. Think we're not in the groove, you got us confused with another novelty crew. Now we're coming to bruise you up. Enough of the booze and drugs, enough of the blame. Just a couple of lyrical twins, giving you something to sing to. Yeah, we done puked up on the beat, now you're thumping your feet with utter belief. Peace. Down, Bull and treble 7 doubled up for a single song, so sing along. With treble 7 and B-U-double-L, so you think you've got it, bring it on. With Double B
gives you a couple of tips. You can double your chips like it's double or quits. So shut up and listen to my hip-hop before I get cross like double vision. Listen to us rhyme in a double time as we're pushing the syllable count to double digits. Nothing bringing us down with double whiskey. Tipsy if we down it double quickly. We wobble in like a double chin, but still split your mind like double think. So understand that double standards are unacceptable unless you're called double sevens or Danbull. All contenders double back and go, running home so a double dare you to come and have a go. It's double dragon and a box southpaw, so we'll knock out all that are dare to attack with a double edge sword, chop down horns with a double barrel, sawn off 12 bore. As a double act we push the double doors like Pete Cook and Dudley Moorish. Like double cream we bring Moorish to please and double D's with double E's good as each MC, so they're getting double teamed. In a clean sense, double jeopardy, getting heads bouncing up and down as if there was Zebedee. It's a double negative, cutting fresh songs with big butts slept on like a double bed with a double-decker bus full of competitors. The struggles are better such a wonderful pair of us. The colourful metaphors, fully in summer form, should be broadcast to the 100 decibels. So double check before you do a double take, cause the two of us are breaking through like double glazing. A double bass player in a submarine couldn't make as deep a tune as we can do. T for two, but this in a double date, we're just feeding you something bloody great, cause we both devour so much power with vocal prowess you need to replace your double A's.
Rappers flinching when set comes. You wanna find doper than me on this joke of a scene? I literally bet none. I'm thinking your best run, get to thinking your red rum. I'll spit till your legs burn if you think it's a send up. I got a love for spitting dark on a beat, but bitch please, this is hardly a part of a greater marketing scheme. If I wanted to sell my heart to the streets, then I'd pick a new genre, look back and scarp it discreetly. Been in this 5 years, I met some proper cocks who turn your career like off and on to see if you're hot or not, you fucking knobs. Arrogant beat makers that never got a job and expect you to pay wages just to come and drop. You dudes should play fair, cause if I'm cross country for this dumb fuck, we at least recoup my train fare. You make nice tunes and remain careless about the people you're hurting on the way. I gotta say you played rarely. We travel north to the south, east to the west, and it seems to be Ben's are easily best when they talk from the mouth. We go from east to the west, north to the south with the awesomest sound. Arrogant producers believe it was them, cause when it's said and it's done, 7 is 1 and no one is better than none. So accept it, the lesson is up. So from the north to the south, east to the west, when you speak to your heads hawking remorseless, everyone jump.
It's my man Benny and me, I'm Benny too, and together we are a mass hegemony, bringing the massive energy to the beast. If you're not down with us, then you're the bastard enemy. You best believe there's more to us than 2 British battle MCs.
Do you do this for dough?
Yeah, that's why we picked a genre where over half of its listeners are queuing for dough. Who do you know who's more stupidly doper than us? Betnall and Treble 7 exposing you fucking hopeless cunt wannabe money makers. You gotta be joking, watch us explode on a beat. Watch how we're showing these fucking so-called respected heads just what poetry means. So you're known in the scene, please stop sending me emails about your beat sales. Who next are you ripping off? Some poor starving artist working a shitty job to part with the last quid he's got. We rip it up, me and Sevens, and couldn't give a fuck. We're hotter than the last bath Mark Spates misses took. We travelled north to the south, east to the west, and it seems to be Ben's are easily best when they talk from the mouth. We go from east to the west, north to the south with the awesomest sound. Arrogant producers believe it was them, cause when it's said and it's done, 7 is 1 and no one is better than none. So accept it, the lesson is up. So from the north to the south, east to the west, when we speak to your heads hawking remorseless, everyone jump.
How the hell you didn't tell me you had a bomb in your mouth? I did. No, you didn't. I said, what the hell is boom?
What's you gonna pass?
10K.
I mean, Alex, lose more than that running for the boss.
Are these parameters correct?
Yep.
So you're saying that you have a fuselage from a spacecraft over a half a mile long that crashed into the ocean 300 years ago and is completely intact? That's right.
I walk with aggressive thoughts of just ending my mortal dependence to become one with the cause of the laudable genesis. You know my talk is expressive, that's cause all of the sentences formed in distress at the source of the orbs in the heavens. This is more than a message, I've crawled to the center of every single thought that has ever been taught as a lesson, and emerged the other side with 7 40-foot engines, all of a revving, ready to tear it down with death in the halls of a mentee. I'm absorbed in ascension, leaving its mark as my cellular structure eases apart and leaves me in darkness. the freedom has started. The priest in his arms in the background seem equally far as days spent reaching for stars. My penmanship is sickening, my strength in this is infinite. The letters that I bring us in should be rented as syllabus, cause 7 is as ill as shit. You hearing a noise? It's my ethereal voice from the dimension that I spit this in. We grew from the earth, two dudes with a girth that were soon to pervert the cause of evolution when using a verse. It's true that we're permanently lunatic verbalists, cause we were there with a tune and a sermon for the moon at a birth. This is just a few minutes murder to prove that we've worked such a fruitful assertion. We've eluded most dudes on the circuit. Afterlife rappers resuming their service to everyone in the room that done hurt us. Just do this shit perfect.
I got cats applauding my stature cause I'm more than a rapper. I distort the laws of mechanics till the wars have expanded. I taught for the masses, actually teleporting to planets and translating all of my raps into an alternate language. You thought you could manage until I launched an attack, looking awfully angry with a 40 for sword that I brandish. I say I'm poor but I'm happy, but I ain't even sure if I'm happy or not. It's probably why I brandish a clock. It's impossible stopping me, I'll be dropping off of a blossom tree, boxing with Socrates cause he had obnoxious philosophies. I'm strong with economy, toppled lots of monopolies, property caught with cash to go died, orange and robberies. Horrible horror scenes, I'm slashing you open. My rhymes have been quoted by Christ up in the Bible of Joseph. I discuss society's progress of Elijah and Moses and taught David Icke about lizard men, but I was just joking, man.
We grew from the earth, two dudes with a girth that were soon to pervert the cause of evolution when using a verse. It's true that we're permanently lunatic verbalists, cause we were there with a tune and a sermon for the moon at a birth. This is just a few minutes murder to prove that we've worked such a fruitful assertion. We've eluded most dudes on the circuit. Afterlife rappers resuming their service to everyone in the room that done hurt us. Just do this shit perfect.
So sorry for everything that has happened, because in spite of what makes sense now, it is my fault, because it was my project. Everything had to be my way, and this is where we've ended up, and it's all because of me that we're here now, hungry and cold and hunted.
Ever notice how in the Bible, whenever God needed to punish someone, or make an example, or whenever God needed a killing, he sent an angel, he sent an angel, he sent an angel.
The irony of sleeping is it keeps you awake. The nicest thing with dreaming is you're feeling your faith. Cause if life is just a sequence that is breathing a day, then please Lord keep me awake, keep me awake. The likelihood in being is you're feeling estranged. I smile in my cerebral when I'm speaking your name, cause if I can think on evil when I'm leaving this place, then please Lord keep me awake, keep me awake. Yo, this is my pledge to the light. I hereby step to the side of my physical self as it exits me nightly. I set my weapons aside, for I have no aggressive desires to vent from inside and etch on my iris. My I am presence is righteous and ready to find the strength in its life to stretch and propel to the sky. My breath will melt the confinement of my cellular strive to my true self's enlightened in the realm of the highest. I can see it in every rock, I can feel and feel it in every rock I perceive, like the ever opulent breeze through the copses of trees when I walk by them. They talk lightly when I stop for the briefing. I see you in the froth on the sea. Each separate wave is a definite statement of nonchalant freedom. Yeah, I know I've had my problems with Jesus, but that hasn't stopped me from seeing the strength that you're offering me. The irony of sleeping is it keeps you awake. The nicest thing with dreaming is you're feeling your faith. Cause if life is just a sequence that is breathing a day, then please Lord keep me awake, keep me awake. The likelihood in being is you're feeling estranged. I smile in my cerebral when I'm speaking your name, cause if I can think on evil when I'm leaving this place, then please Lord keep me awake, keep me awake. Humans live under the darkest control, but no matter how hard it can go, I look at the spark in my soul and start a full-blown karmic assault in the pool of purity, carving a hole and thus parking my boat. The next leg of the journey's hard to resolve, but my aura's armor is gold and I reckon I'm starting to solve it. So I'm laid bare to the stars on the solstice, incarnate and soul to the next quasar when it folds. I sit under the sun and feel like something has come between me and the correct sun to sit under. Or is it that I've just stumbled upon remembering memories from somebody's stuff that's stuffed in my conscience? Either way I feel like something has gone. My mental gates are thumping asunder to buckle the locks. My energy is supple and strong. My freedom bubbles in blood for a limited time as the love I've become. The irony of sleeping is it keeps you awake. The nicest thing with dreaming is you're feeling your faith. Cause if life is just a sequence that is breathing a day, then please Lord keep me awake, keep me awake. The likelihood in being is you're feeling estranged. I smile in my cerebral when I'm speaking your name. Cause if I can think on evil when I'm leaving this place, then please Lord keep me awake, keep me awake. Forgive me if I stay asleep, but after this day I'm reaching in a faithful dream state favorably. I remember my days and themes like they were last year, and I'm past fear, speeding to play these.